How do you cut a wedding cake? I know. Some of you are watching this video right now saying, Bill, it's a wedding cake. How else are we supposed to cut it? But would it surprise you that almost 100% of my couples ask me, what do we do? As soon as they're standing in front of their cake, holding the knife, with every single person they know looking on in awkward silence. So yeah, this video seems like a no-brainer, but honestly, have you thought about cutting your wedding cake yet? Who holds the knife? What layer do we cut? What do we do after we cut? Do we smash it? Do we feed it to each other? Do we serve all the guests cake? Well, sit back and I'm going to go over the best ways to cut your wedding cake that will make you both look like this is your 27th wedding. Also, stick around to the end of this video and I'm going to give you an awesome idea you can incorporate into your cake cutting. Hello everyone, my name is Bill Rice and I am a Tampa-based wedding and portrait photographer. I have owned and operated Bill Rice Photography since 2006. In that time, I have photographed over 700 weddings, countless engagement sessions, tons of family portraits, and pretty much everything else under the sun. My focus of this channel is to help educate and guide you, future brides and grooms, about how to plan, execute, and enjoy your dream wedding. So please give this video a like and also consider subscribing to help my channel grow. That way, I will be able to spread my messages to other people just like you who might also be in the process of planning their wedding. The DJ announces that it's time for the cake cutting. You and your new spouse walk to the cake table and all eyes are on you. Your videographer and your photographer both have their cameras pointed at you and it's your time to shine. But you never really thought about what you would do when it comes to pick up that decorative knife and carve into your very expensive dessert item. You start to look around for guidance. You've seen it done a million times on TV and in movies. Wait, how did your sister do it 3 years ago at her wedding? You draw a complete blank and decide it's best to just shove a giant piece of cake into your husband's mouth, hoping for a laugh and maybe some applause. But then your trusty photographer Bill steps in and guides you exactly where to stand, how to hold the knife, how to cut the cake, how to feed each other, how to smile for your audience. Phew, aren't you glad you entrusted Bill with guiding you through your day? When it comes time to cut your cake, I always get to the cake table with the bride and groom before the DJ even announces the event. Most of the time, there are plates, a knife, 2 forks, napkins, and perhaps some champagne glasses. A good coordinator will assure these items are in place prior to cutting your cake, but sometimes things are missing. If that's the case, I'll go and find them for you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Now, I think the best way to get great photos and for your guests to view the cake cutting is for the bride and groom to be facing their audience. If the cake table is up against the wall, I will pull it out a few feet for the couple to stand behind or to the side of the cake. The bride will then stand slightly in front of or next to the groom, depending on the height difference, and they will both hold the knife with one hand, like this photo I'm showing here. I'll direct them to look into my camera and smile for a few snaps before they cut. Next, both of you will cut a V shape in the layer of the cake you don't plan on saving. With the bottom of the knife, slide the cake onto the plate. Then you have a few options. Feed each other with forks, feed each other with your fingers, or be more aggressive and get a little messy. Now, I would advise talking about your plans on what you want to do in regards to the cake, or it may lead to your first fight as a newly married couple. After you have fed each other, use the napkins to clean each other off. It makes for a nice photo. Then, if there are champagne glasses waiting on the table, toast your audience. Clink the glasses and take a sip or do that weird twisty arm thing. After this, I usually get a look from the bride and groom and they say, now what? But thank you for staying with me to the end of this video where I am now going to give you a great idea what to do immediately following your cake cutting to fill in that now what question. And that is a quick thank you toast to your wedding guests. Now your DJ needs to be cued into this idea because he needs to bring you the microphone right after you've cut your cake and sipped your champagne. Everyone is gathered to watch you cut the cake and you have their utmost attention. This is the perfect time of the evening to personally thank your wedding guests. A common toast is to thank everyone for being here, saying that you hope everyone is enjoying the festivities, and asking everyone to maybe come to the dance floor and have a dance with the bride and groom. DJ will now cue up like an energetic song. It doesn't have to be a long toast, 30 seconds or so. Oh, Before I wrap this up, here's my favorite photo of a cake cutting when the bride fed me the cake. I was lucky enough to have my second photographer get this awesome photo. There you have it. You now know how to cut your wedding cake. Get the best photos of it, engage your guests in it, and thank them all for coming to your wedding. I can feel your confidence growing in every video you view. Thank you for watching.